sitcom.
Yeah, I watched a lot of stuff that my parents watched, like Star Trek, The Next Generation, and sitcoms like Frasier. Like I was a child, like, oh, it's Frasier's on. It's just funny thinking about it now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mary Tyler. No. And I actually was obsessed with the 1985, I think, My Little Pony movie when I was really little. Rewatching it now is weird. Starring like Morris Leachman and Danny DeVito.
Kids love those guys.
Yeah, and they recognize it's so funny. And, of course, Disney movies, but it's no surprise to anyone that I was a huge bookworm. So I also would read the, Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales with my favorite Disney movies. And my parents encouraged that because they're really dark. It's kind of fun to read them and then watch it. I highly recommend reading The Little Mermaid. I just reread it again. Wow. Yeah.
I had a lot of the same things that everyone else did, but for some reason I watched a lot of Johnny Carson and old Don Knotts movies, The Three Stooges. For some reason I know a lot of old stuff way beyond my generation as well. I think living in Canada and having weird TV channels that fill blocks of programming time and just whatever they could get on there. So.
Like a real product of my generation, I think, that in the sort of came from the 90s, sort of like 90s Marvel comic books and Image comic books and like 90s Don Bluth movies. Those are the ones that I feel like had an actual effect on how I draw and how I make things. But then the influence for me seemed to just keep going. Like whatever I fall into every day, I have an Amazon one-click issue where I just click things. So I'm always running into like a newspaper scan for the next week. Yeah.
What is it this week, Tony?
I bought this gigantic book this by Even Earls that did all the backgrounds of Sleeping Beauty. And he also wrote poems. Not as good as paintings, but super good. So if you have $300, I recommend it.
No, I echo that. Ivan Earls amazing. It's Ivan, yes. I think he's amazing. Check him out.
I'm pretty much the same as everybody else here. Lots of Disney movies. I was raised by my grandparents, actually. I call them my grandparents, even though they're not actually parents. They were in their 50s when they got me. So they raised me on a ton of Looney Tunes because they loved animation. They weren't animators or into the industry or anything themselves. My grandfather was just always fond of it. But I think the number one show that I could pinpoint that really got me going with storytelling and drawing and animation, oddly enough, was Danny Phantom. I don't know why that show just stuck with me and has stuck with me ever since. Even if I haven't looked at the show in 3 weeks, I can reproduce a complete show-accurate picture of any character. It's crazy. I don't know what it was, and sometimes that just happens. Something just clicks with you, and it gets those gears going.
For me, I grew up in a very Southern Christian household, so I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons because my mother said, "Is the devil have crunchy?" So if I have corrected, I was not able to watch cartoons. So I did go to Disney World a lot, and I really wanted to be a Disney princess famous character, and that didn't happen. I didn't get very far enough and an audition for Alice, but it just didn't work out. So I'm now doing what I want to do and dressing up as characters and pretending to be.
I'm a little older. I grew up with Sid Barney Croft, literally singing Sea Monsters, Wonder Bug, and all that live action stuff you saw on Saturday morning TV back in the 70s. And I actually grew up with the first generation of Japanese animation, which was brought over Speed Racer, King of the White Lion. Well, that's posted by Sandy Frank, and that's where I really got the bug for voice acting. But a lot of the radio personalities, DJs, were actually doing voice acting for those shows. That's where I sort of got a lot of my comedy and a lot of my voice acting wants was out of those really, really old shows.
I feel like I can pinpoint a lot of my tone and genre stuff that comes from the 80s sci-fi, like Back to the Future, a lot of Robert Zemeckis stuff and Spielberg stuff.
Yeah, my face,
And,
awesome.
yeah, like Goonies and Ghostbusters, that whole world, like Financial with the Kids, like that kind of sci-fi that's really fun and cheeky, but also really tight. And that's what I feel like.
Got a question here for Jim and for Lauren. Question is the most challenging parts of overseeing the show versus the most fun parts of overseeing the show during your time on it.
So the most challenging and the most fun?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the most challenging was that I was so far away from everybody. You know, it was being made in Vancouver, and I was in my home office in Los Angeles. So I just wasn't, where you could usually, walk down the hall and talk to the art director about how, this change this, or, oh, this needs to be a different time of day. And it's like I had to, write emails about it. And I didn't have the kind of support that we usually get on, Hasbro was new to all of this, and things just weren't quite set up normally. So I had to do, on top of the revisions and the direction and the notes, and I had to do time-consuming things like, scan my own artwork and write up my own notes, and usually there's somebody in the room who writes that down for you. So it was just really time-consuming. It was also literally twice as fast of a production as what we're used to, down in Burbank. So it was very fast. I was very isolated, and I was just had a little bit more on my plate than I didn't quite have the support I needed. So that was very challenging, but obviously, the most fun was, the creative aspects of it. In the beginning, Hasbro was wildly supportive in a creative aspect. They were letting me, they were almost letting me almost do anything I wanted in the beginning, creatively. They took this property that was so valuable to them and let me completely reimagine it without a lot of obstacles. And that's what was fun, seeing it come to life, working in Burbank with my writing team, and then getting the first animation tests from Vancouver from Jason, and just being beautiful, just being amazing, just opening up that file and holding my breath, and is it gonna be good, is it gonna be bad, and then to open it, it's just absolutely beautiful and better than I ever could have imagined. So it working so hard and then seeing it all kind of unfold so wonderfully, and then to have it so well received, that was the best thing of all, was just people liked it, really liked it, and that was by far the most amazing thing. All worth it in the end.
For the current production, aside from me actually being in Vancouver, it's not a lot different. The speed of the production is bonkers, and the toughest part is having an answer when you need to have an answer. We need to know what we're doing right now, so you better have something, and then just maybe not having enough time to fix something that you know is a problem, and it has to go out the door the way it is, that's a real kick in the butt.
Yeah, that never stops.
No.
When you have more time, that still happens. That's just TV.
Right, and I think it's just art. What's the quote? Art is never finished, it is abandoned.
It's a bit, yeah.
It's the same thing. It's not so much in TV production, a bandage as much as wrenched from your hand.
Yeah.
So that's really hard. And having it go on the air knowing that, oh, that could have been better, or we should have fixed that, is tough. But it's also gratifying when you know something's wrong and no one sees it. No one comments on that was a problem.
Yeah, my husband would watch old Powerpuff Girls because he just sees notes that he wants to call now. And these episodes are like almost 20 years old, and he's like, how did I not see they painted Buttercup's dress blue? Like how it drives him bonkers, so he doesn't watch it.
Well, you can see, we look at these things millions of times and think, we catch a lot of mistakes, I'm sure you guys do too, and then it goes on air and there's something absolutely glaring that, why did we not see that? We said it 700 times and it's right there, and these guys caught it in 2 seconds.
Oh, I have a question here. What's been one of the most enjoyable experiences working on the show and why? But it sounds like for you, Jim, the most enjoyable experience is having the audience point out all of those errors that
So fun! So fun!
This is a fun question, actually. I'm going to open it up to everyone, not just the production staff. But something about the creation of MLP that was surprising to you. That you just did not expect, aside from
The creation of an MLP and of statement, like, just the fact of...
just something that was surprising to you.
Dragon Ball Z fight.
Actually, listening this to Lauren yesterday, for me to go into an audition and have something that there were 6 female leads to read for, that's surprising, even in like a girls show, that never happens. It's usually like the one token girl part, so that was amazing. And then to see something where the character descriptions were so, like these characters were developed and they were 3-dimensional. They had so much going on to them, and it was, it was created. It was already. Normally, it's like, might sound like. These days it's always everyone wants everyone to sound like Aubrey Plaza, or and Emma Stone, yeah. Or so there's like a reference and girl who is like speaks her mind but friendly or whatever. That's, every time it's like I read this.
Don't make her bitchy.
Yeah, not bitchy.
Make her bitchy!
Yeah. And this was like these are real characters, and you read it, and like right away I didn't have to say, oh, what am I gonna do for this? It was like, oh, well, this is. I'm just gonna read the page, and I'm gonna read this description, and I know exactly what they're after because it's so vivid. Like this is a real, and it was just, and the whole premise and everything, and it was. We never get that when we go.
I'm really happy to hear that because when we write those up, I always worry I'm being a psycho.
Oh my gosh, I wish.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm being so specific, they're gonna hate me. Like, this doesn't even make any sense.
Well, I wish more would be like that because most auditions are just shot in the dark. It's like, oh, we want girl part.
Yeah, we see it's like, it's this famous person, it's this famous person. That's all you get, and it's like those
That's
people.
it.
And they could be opposites.
They're opposites, or they're people who they don't have any kind of character. Like there's nothing about them that is. Maybe they're visually interesting, but you're doing it with your voice.
A mix between Ellen Page, Aubrey Plaza, and Emma Stone.
Yeah, 3 entirely different women.
Not to mention, half the time we don't go in the room. We're doing it on our phones, and so there's no one to tell us what they actually want or what their real vision is. So,
But that was surprising. Just getting that audition for My Little Pony.
Bring people in.
And getting so excited having worked on the previous generations, thinking, look at this. Like, these are real characters. These are all female characters. This is like a whole different world. Like, like real storylines. We're not just gonna giggle at the parade. 22 minutes. No,
Boys are so funny. nothing but surprises. You know, you go in there with like a vision of what you want, but then more people come onto the team and make their contributions and start fleshing it out more and more and more. Actually, voice acting is a huge part of that, because you have an idea of who you want your character to be, and then when you start working with the actors and actresses, you start picking up on their idiosyncrasies and like the way they say things or something's really special that they do, and you're like, oh, I want them to do that more. So you start writing for that. Like acting is like a really big part of that, but also like your storyboarders and your designers will like kind of bring something new to the table that you just kind of mix it in. It's like big, you know, awesome cake, big batter of, you know, ingredients as you go. So like there's just always surprises along the way, and as much as you visualize and envision what you think you want, what you get in the end is always a little different, and if you're lucky, always a little better.
I'm always constantly surprised that things get done to such a high degree of quality. There's so many opportunities for things to go horribly wrong. And sometimes they do go horribly wrong, and it still gets done on time and to a fairly high degree of quality.
Episodes written by Mitch, for example.
Exactly.
Very high degree of quality.
Yeah, like it's a miracle. Like creating something and putting it out in the world it's a 22-minute miracle every week that it's done and people are watching it. Because we were talking about earlier, there's things you want to fix or things that didn't work out the way you wanted, things worked out better than you thought, and I don't know. It sounds like a weird hippie thing, but it's kind of beautiful that it all coalesces into this product at the end.
We've got two follow-ups to that regarding the fact that they were very well realised, really fleshed out characters. The first one's for Lauren. How did you decide on honesty, loyalty, generosity, kindness, laughter, and magic as the elements of harmony? How did you first come to those?
That was actually really hard. So I had, you know, when I was first developing the show, you know, the focus for me originally was magic. I just want this show to be about magic, and you know, we've got unicorns in this show, so it needs to be about magic. And Hasbro was like, no, it's about friendship. It's about friendship. And I was like, well, you know, I mean, that for me that was like, oh, well, that's baked in, you know, obviously. But I had to kind of pull it out. So when I was putting together the pilot, and I went, well, that's our theme, you know, magic and friendship. Like those are our themes. Like how can I pull that together? So when I came to, you know, there was, you know, coming up with the storyline, I think there was like a Hasbro executive who was really pounding into my head, you know, the idea of like, she was giving me lists of like, what makes friendship? And they weren't quite right. But so I had to, you know, when I came up with the concept for the elements of harmony, she was weird. Hasbro for a while had this idea that for G3, their mission statement was have them be a little longer. What does that mean? So when we came up with the concept of elements of harmony, I had to at once try to figure out what qualities make friendship and which ones actually match my characters. So I had to kind of go through and, you know, really, it was hard. It took a while to break that down. Like, you know, okay, well, you know, Rainbow Dash is part of this group. What personality trait can I apply to her that you can say is an important part of being a friend? And, you know, I actually screwed one up. My first concept for Rarity was inspiration, because she was an artist, and I got a note going, that doesn't make sense. And I went, yeah, that's fair. But what kind of came out of that was that I had to pull out from Rarity the idea that she was generous. That wasn't like a big, like I always wanted Rarity to be very nice and to care about people, and you know, she wants wonderful things for herself, but she wants wonderful things for everybody. So by applying generosity to her, I was able to actually draw that part of her personality out a little bit more. But that was the big challenge, was like I had this story I needed to tell, I had this theme I had to address, and I had these characters and personalities that I had to stay true to, so it was a lot of just, sitting in my office and staring at the wall and going like, how can I make this work? So that's how it came together.
I think it came together quite well. Do you folks agree? Second follow-up there is for Andrea Livman. Of those 6 characters, obviously, you voiced 2, you voiced Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. The question here is from Tyler, so he's the one to blame for it. If you had to voice either Pinkie Pie or Fluttershy for the rest of your life, only one of them, who would you choose?
Like I also have to abandon my normal voice. Like I can.
So they only speak as one of these for the rest of your life.
Well, it would have to be Fluttershy just for longevity. That's a trick question.
I've got a question from Catherine here for the writers. Any good tips on writing dialogue?
Say it out loud.
Yes.
It's actually, it sounds silly, but that's a fantastic thing. I'm sure that actors on the panel can attest to that. If someone can't say it, it doesn't work.
We can tell.
I feel like so much of the words I pick, it's like rhythm. It's all. I mean, especially writing a long I thing, it's all about rhythm.
And also leaving spaces for the actors to breathe.
Well, not all of us need to breathe.
A tiny example of the saying it out loud thing. If you're really saying it out loud, it means like just a good test when you look at the page. Like I'll never write a number with digits because it's going to be said, so it has to be said a certain way. So you should be writing the number out as a word.
So even in the context of
It's a useless tip, but I have to say like that I think should reflect the discipline of which you are doing.
and that's applicable even in the context of writing that isn't necessarily meant to be performed. If you're writing a dialogue in a short story or a novel, it's still best to sort of say it out loud to get a feel for the flow of it.
Especially because I've been finding like I read to my son every night and I can feel the difference between like a Roald Dahl book where he's a poet and a book that someone just turned out pretty quick. Or doesn't have that.
Yeah. Also, don't try not to. It's a personal pet peeve. Have all the characters like constantly refer to each other by their names. Like, yes, Andrea. No,
No
Jillian.
one talks like that.
Okay, Andrea, let's go. Like, okay, Tony. Like.
Good tip, Jillian. Don't say what you're doing. Like, I'm gonna have a drink. Just have a drink.
Please don't do that.
I saw Lauren tense up and I know exactly that feeling.
Oh, it's the worst. It's so stupid. Yeah, don't do that.
There's so many scripts that you see where the writers just
When I-
says what the character's doing. It's like, don't do that.
When I was working on the Eds, we were making fun of this one writer who will remain nameless, but it was a drawing of like the 3 characters saying, hey, we should go golfing later. And then the next panel was them saying, we are golfing, it is later.
It would be good if you did it as a joke. It was a joke. It's a funny
In this
joke.
case, it was a joke.
Foley thinks that you should also be careful if you're speaking in first, second, or third person voice. Foley thinks that you should really pay attention. Foley thinks that this panel is just about ready to wrap up. So if our guests have anything else they would like to offer, bearing in mind that if you didn't have your question asked, we're going to have some more panels later today and tomorrow, featuring our wonderful guests of honor. Also, I believe there's an autograph session next. So if you have things you want to get signed or things you want to give to our wonderful guests, that's a good opportunity. But any final words of wisdom, folks?
How much time did you spend thinking about the colors of being 6 on the characters? Because when I got the reference for the characters, I was like, this is going to play out all the time. How much of that stuff?
The question was from Tony, I believe, on how Lauren came up with the colours.
Yeah, he said how much time did I spend coming up with the colors for the characters. Well, okay, so I got two parts to this answer. One is I literally, it took the basic color palettes, yellow or pink or red or whatever. I referenced my favorite ponies from when I was a kid, so I started there. But in a weird way, it took forever and it was really fast because I just stole the palette that I created for my Galaxy Girls series, which I actually spent months on putting those colors together. I'm not a colorist, so it was really hard. So like I spent a lot of time working through the colors for those characters, and then I had like 3 seconds to color the ponies, so I just went, all right, well I know these work together, so I'm just going to use these. So it took forever, and then it was also really fast.
My Little Pony, colour is theft. It's not theft if you steal from yourself. Good point. Well, can we get a huge round of applause, please, for Lauren? Please,